Hey everybody, welcome back to another Jackson Jet Setting Resort review. Today we're checking out the Hyatt Regency Maui at Kaanapali. This is a massive resort complex that has a lot of history. It's located on 2 championship golf courses, and we actually stayed next door at the Hyatt Residence Club on a timeshare offer. It was a good deal, especially right now with room rates being what they are in Maui. So for $600 a night, we got a 2-bedroom suite plus 10,000 World of Hyatt points, which is great. So let's do a little tour of that before I show you the rest of the property with all of its amazing pools, water slides, and beachfront. So this is bedroom 2. This is not the master. So you have a little lock-off area just to give you a little bit more privacy. Here's the main bathroom there. You saw the washer dryer, and then here's the king bed and bedroom. That couch does pull out as well, so you do have like a twin sleeper fitting more people and giving some folks a little bit extra bed space at least. And then you have the closet right here. As we move into the kitchen, I just want to point out that everything in the kitchen was really high-end, all Bosch appliances. You had a lot of extras that you could use during your time if you wanted to cook in Hawaii, saving a little bit of money. I do recommend, if you are a Costco member, bringing your Costco membership card. It'll not only save you while you're shopping for your groceries, but the gas is the cheapest on the island and about $1 to $1.20 cheaper than the next closest gas station. So you could potentially get your value of your entire Costco membership for the year with just a few fill-ups with your rental car. So that's located close to the airport, a little bit of ways from Kaanapali, but if you're doing some day trips like the road to Hana or even going up Haleakala volcano, you can save some money there, and it's pretty convenient to fill up. So here's the living room. You have a great lanai overlooking the ocean. We were just on the 2nd floor, and we really actually loved that view. It was close to the pools. You could have a great pool view and give you kind of a garden feel while still being able to see the ocean. So now we're moved into the master. They do give you some robes where you check in. And keep in mind, I'm not going to be able to show you a room from the resort side, but the rooms at the resort side are, less than 500 square feet compared to this, which is massive. So these timeshare offers are really great and a good way to save some money and get a whole lot of extra space for your family. I love the extra sink in there to give you a little bit of extra space. So everyone has their own sink, and then the walk-in shower there, really nice. So let's check out the lanai. These doors open all the way up, so you can really have open air feel going. You can have dinner out here on the table, and then you can also just read your book or relax in some of these loungers. So really cool. There's, I think, 13 or 14 floors in the Hyatt Residence Club, so you could definitely luck out and get a higher floor than we did. But again, we really didn't mind. But yeah, here's a look at that pull-out. Both pull-outs, I believe, yeah. So now let us check out the rest of the resort. So I'm going to lead you from the elevators at the Hyatt Residence Club all the way through to the Hyatt Regency Maui. So if you're staying on either side, you can charge all your restaurants and fun to your room, earning those World of Hyatt points, which is great. These rooms, I believe the 1-bedrooms are 30,000 points a night right now, and then next door it's 25,000 points a night for the regular hotel rooms. So just keep that in mind. Using World of Hyatt points, you also don't have to pay the resort fee, which is pretty high. And if you're using points and you're a globalist, you don't have to pay any parking fee. So that can save you a lot over a week in Maui. And I do recommend having a car in Maui because there's a lot to explore. So we're checking out the koi ponds over here at the Hyatt Residence Club. Pretty cool because you do get a little bit less of a crazy pool vibe than next door at the Hyatt Regency. I filmed this early in the morning, so you're not going to see quite how busy it was over the Hyatt Regency. But the cool thing with this pool is that it still has a really cool grotto feel. There's multiple levels of pools. There's hidden hot tubs. You have a small slide, and it does not get as busy as next door. So around the pool, they have the Lahaina Provisions, which is a great grab-and-go place. You can also get coffee there in the morning. They have alcohol for sale as well, so that you can consume that in your room. Near the pool, they have a little tiki bar. They have a great happy hour for about an hour and a half in the afternoons, right before sunset, so that's really convenient. There's a towel hut where you can grab towels, and you do need to use your room key to get those towels, or you do get charged at the end of your stay. And over here is the adults only pool. So not really monitored to be adults only, but definitely where all the adults were hanging out. It's an infinity pool with, views of the ocean just beyond. There's a walking path between all of the resorts, and so that's right in front between the resorts and the ocean. But really great views there. The Hyatt Residence Club does have its own gym as well. Definitely wasn't busy during our stay, and it's actually located at the arrivals and departures lounge as well. So if you have to get kicked out of your room, checkout's at 10 a.m. unfortunately at timeshare properties, or 10:30 usually, but here 10 o'clock. So you actually have showers that you can use and lockers for your stuff. You can always also store any bags with the concierge team, so that's great. Bellhop are always available and can grab your car. Parking was free during our stay. It's valet, so bring some tip money for them. They were great, and the car came really quickly, so that all worked great. Here's that Lahaina Provision Company. So just a quick little look inside there, but lots of little grab and go items. And so there was never a fight for lounge chairs when we were here. Of course, if you want something right next to the pool, I did see some people saving seats early in the morning, but not really a problem over here on the Residence Club. Now over at the resort, definitely got busy and it was hard to find a deck chair to use. So you have some ping pong tables that you can check out, equipment at the towel hut there, as well as barbecues. They have all that equipment, so if you want to grill up some steaks, that is totally possible over there. Or if you went deep sea fishing and have some fish, you can grill it up there. We're about done with the Hyatt Residence Club side of things. We're gonna go check out the Hyatt Regency. Again, you can move freely between the properties. You wear a wristband over on the other pool just so they know that you are allowed to be there. There is some public access with that path, and so they don't want people pool hopping from other resorts, which makes sense. So there are some beach cabanas that you can rent. The beach during our stay was basically non-existent in front of the hotel. They did have some storms about a week and a half, 2 weeks before our stay that washed a lot of the beach out. This can ebb and flow throughout the year, so not really a big deal. And if you are desperate for a beach, it was a short walk away. But the water was pretty rough actually over here, so we spent more time in the pool next to our hotel and then just jumped in the water during our snorkel excursions. The Hyatt Regency definitely has a little bit of an older feel to it. They have done some renovations that I can definitely tell is a newer part of the resort, but this resort I think has been around since the 1960s. So it's got a cool kind of old Hawaii feel. Obviously a lot of people love it and they keep coming back year after year. But if you want something that's brand new, this may not be the hotel for you. So the best thing I think about mega resorts in Hawaii are all the gardens that you can walk through. You can walk for hours and find little nooks and crannies, pieces of art that they've kind of hidden throughout the resort. So it's really fun. Or if you're just looking for something to do, it's a good option. Right now we're on the one side of the pool complex at the Hyatt Regency. It's sort of split in two by the Grotto. It's a big waterfalls that run later in the day, and I'll show you some shots of that. In the morning, they weren't really running them. But there's a bar underneath the Grotto, and it separates this side from the other kind of more activities pool. And they have this cool drawbridge over here that you can walk across. There's a enclosed slide that goes very, very fast. And it spits out right next to the little kids area here, which has a nice sandy hangout spot. There's also a hidden hot tub right here with a waterfall that flows. It has a really cool vibe. The kids have a smaller slide that they can go down that's way less adventurous than the enclosed slide that I'll show you in a second. It only takes about 15 seconds to go down that slide and you come out pretty fast. This side of the pool is also very deep. I'm about 6 foot. I couldn't stand for most of it. So just keep that in mind if you have little kids. Kind of rare to see these resort pools now that actually have a deep portion of them. So just something to keep in mind. So this is a super cool part of the pool. The rope bridge that goes across. Over to the right there you see the entrance to the grotto pretty well. During the day it kind of looks like this with the water flowing. So there's that bridge that I'm on right now. So pretty cool. There's the exit of the slide right there. So you walk up some steps a little higher up just to get some elevation and get some real speed going. So I love to kind of jokingly review the various resort slides. Give this one a 10. Lots of speed, very fast, good theming around it. So really fun. So now we're walking up a little bit towards the main lobby. There's a lot of restaurants to explore here. Since I was shooting this video early in the morning, most of those were not open, but it lets me shoot some nice shots without too many people in the shots, so that's nice. There's also a ton of animals throughout the resort. Over the left there is bird cage. There was no bird there, but they have macaws there throughout the afternoons. This is Japango. This is a pretty popular restaurant, really kind of high-end Japanese food. A little pricey, but they do have to go, so we were staying over at the Hyatt Residence Club, and we just wanted to check out what the food tasted like, and we just got it to go and walked right up to the room and had it in there. So this is the main open-air lobby. Lots to see here. Open-air atrium, so a lot of the rooms of the resort kind of focus around here. Not every view is an ocean view. The Hyatt Residence Club is pretty much all ocean view. There's one little bank of mountain view, 1 bedrooms, but if you have a 2-bedroom, you're gonna have an ocean view guaranteed. One big draw here, of course, are the penguins. This is super famous and what people remember. So they have some warm weather penguins that they feed throughout the day. You can look at the schedule once you get to the resort and learn more about the penguins and watch them eat fish, so that's pretty fun. So they're over here to the right. Cool thing right past the penguins is a nice little game lawn, so you can play some cornhole. There's some ping pong as well, and then you have some awesome ocean views and views of the pool complex on the other side of the grotto. We'll check out inside the grotto as well. That tower off in the distance is still part of the Hyatt, so in between here and there is a nice swan and flamingo exploration trail. And there's also restaurants and shops on the inside portion of this big lake, so we'll check all that out in a second. So we came into the lobby on one side, we're gonna exit inside the lobby on the other end to go check out all the shops and restaurants that they have on the other side of the resort. So lots of Asian art throughout this part. I thought it was kind of cool. Definitely had an older feel, like from a different time. Lots of dark woods. I think now that they kind of design hotels with more open air feel, much like the lobby that they have. There's carpeting too, which is kind of strange for a beach resort, but everything very elegant and very nice. So you have a grab and go coffee spot. You also have some shops to do grab and go. They have beer and wine, snacks, little trinkets to bring home. That's pretty fun. And then over to the right is kind of a multi-purpose space. So they have Son's Steakhouse in the evenings, and it's also called Swan Court in the morning for breakfast. This is the big buffet for the resort. And it's located right next to the Regency Club, so if you're a globalist, you'll have access to the Regency Club. It was open during my stay, but since I was on the Hyatt Residence Club side, unfortunately, I was not able to visit in there. But you can get some breakfast as well as snacks and drinks in the evenings. They have a nice little outdoor area to enjoy the sunset too, a little high up from the ocean, so that's really cool. And now we're making our way towards the pool level again. This is also where the Drums of the Pacific luau is, and this is very popular. It's one of the better luau's in Kaanapali, so it gets very popular, and it's really hard to book last minute, so I would definitely book a reservation if you are coming in. Sometimes they do have conventions here in Paradise, so over to the left are some convention spaces, probably used for weddings as well. You have the business center right there, so that's pretty cool. And here is the main entrance to the luau garden. Now we're going to double back and check out the rest of the pool area, but we're going to make our way through the Swan Court and check out some of the animals that you can just see free walking through here. Very popular. It's fun to see guests all walk through and really enjoy all the animal contact. So they have peacocks, they have swans, I saw a black swan, they have flamingos, various other birds, a lot of ducks that probably aren't part of the exhibit as well, so really fun things to try and find. Here's the other side of the steakhouse or the Swan Court in the morning, so you have some really cool water views. That water kind of goes into the restaurant, and there's netting up to prevent any birds from flying in, so really cool feeling there. I've seen another place in Hawaii do that in the past, and it just really has a cool effect. Lots of art throughout this space. There's a cool bridge that goes over the water, and that spits you out towards the other side of the pool complex. So over on this side, they have a pool bar as well as restaurant that's open for dinner. This is where you get your fresh made pizzas as well. There's a Hawaiian shave ice. There's also a timeshare stand. So if you don't have a timeshare tour booked, you can get some free things for attending a tour. Pretty low pressure, but that is an option for you. And then this side of the pool has more of an activity feel to it. So they have basketballs and baseballs and whatnot flying all the time in the pool. They have a basketball hoop, so that's always very popular. So all these chairs are very, very hard to snag, so you got to get up early and grab them before anyone wakes up. Now let's go check out what it's like inside the grotto. So this is definitely a unique part of the Hyatt Regency. Seen a lot of other resorts do it, and I think this is one of the better ones. So you have a cool bar area inside that you don't actually have to go into the pool to use. It's also in happy hour, which is cool. And then it connects the two sides, as I said. And then in filming this, I realized that there's actually a little secret passage to spit you out at the towel stand. This also has some first aid in case you scrape your foot on something around the pool deck. So that's pretty cool. Now we're going to double back down the path back towards the Swan Court and check out the fitness center for the resort as well as the spa building. So this is all kind of oceanfront. It's a little hidden, pretty cool, I think. And yeah, it was kind of a surprise to me that the resort actually stretched this far along the beach. So the Hyatt has a ton of space along the beach, probably the most of any of the resorts besides the Sheraton, which is at Black Rock, which has some great snorkeling. So you don't actually have to pay for a snorkel tour. You can snorkel there. There's cliff diving as well, so super fun. So here's a shot inside the gym. Plenty of Pelotons for people that are obsessed. And there's weight racks and other cardio machines over on the other side. So plenty of room there. That's all free to use with your resort fee. So overall, that is the Hyatt Regency as well as the Hyatt Residence Club in Maui at Kaanapali. You do have 2 championship golf courses as well, so really some great views there. I hope you enjoyed this tour tips and review of the Hyatt Regency. And if you like these types of videos, please subscribe and throw a like on this video. It helps me out immensely. Thanks a lot.